Hey guys, get ready for a 20-minute low-impact HIIT cardio workout. We're going to jump right in with 5 exercises for 2 rounds. For this first 5, we have 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, and we're going to begin with 45 seconds of mountain climbers. So get in a push-up position, bring one knee in towards your chest, and then switch. Make sure that you're keeping your hands directly below your shoulders. You're doing great. Keep this up for just a few more seconds. Awesome job. We're moving into a step-up lunge. So this is a 2-part exercise. Find an elevated surface like a step or a chair. And let's begin on our right foot. So go ahead and step up onto it, come to a balance on that one foot. Then step back down with the other leg and bring your right leg behind you into a reverse lunge, nose over your toes. Going straight into the second rep, up to a balance, down to a low lunge. Make sure you take a wide step behind you and bend that front leg so you should be able to look down and see your knee and see your toes directly past that. Maintain a flat back, hips should be even height. Great job, a few more seconds here. Good job, and we're going to rest again. Next up, we're going to do it on the other side. So starting with the left leg stepping up, right leg steps down, and left leg steps back into a lunge. Remember to take a nice wide step backwards, and keep your nose over your toes in the lunge. Maintain a flat back, make sure you're not hunching over at all. You're doing great, keep it up. Awesome job, a few more seconds. Good stuff, and we're coming to another rest. Next up, we're going to do a bear crawl. So you're going to start in the quadruped position on your hands and knees. Make sure your knees are directly below your hips and your wrists directly below your shoulders. Then lift your knees just slightly off the ground, just a couple of inches, and make sure your back is nice and flat. It should be parallel to the ground. We're going to walk from one side of the mat to the other, or whatever space you have available. Stepping side to side with your arm and your opposite leg moving at the same time. There's a lot to remember in this move, so make sure that you're focusing on keeping a flat back, parallel to the ground with your knees just a couple of inches above the ground. Opposite arm moving with your opposite leg. Good job, a few more seconds. Great, another rest. 15 seconds, catch your breath. And the next exercise we're going to do is a deep squat to a curtsy lunge. So you're going to get as low into a squat as you can, making sure you keep a nice flat back. And then you're stepping one leg behind the other, kind of like you're curtsying. Bring that knee all the way down to the ground, and then back up into a deep lunge, and then coming down onto the other side. This is a great one for balance. It's really going to be working all of those stabilizing muscles in your legs. Make sure that your knee stays in line over your toes, and try to keep your hips at even height. Good job, a few more seconds, and then we have another rest coming up. Good stuff. Take 15 seconds here. Nice deep breaths. And that was 5 exercises, so we're going to start again at the beginning with mountain climbers. We have one more round of each of these. Get in the push-up position. Crunch one knee in towards your opposite shoulder and back. Switching feet 45 seconds. Shoulders directly over your hands. Awesome job, rest. And next we're going to do our step up to lunge. So again, let's start on the right side and use that elevated surface, a chair or a step. Here we go. Stepping up to a balance on that right leg, stepping back down with the left leg, and lunging backwards with the right leg. Take a wide step backwards and lunge low on the left leg, trying to get the top of your thigh parallel to the ground. Nose over toes, so most of the weight is in your left leg. Coming back up straight into another rep, stepping up with the right leg to a balance, down with the left and backwards with the right. Good job, a few more seconds here. And rest. Awesome job. Take a few deep breaths. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Step up with the left foot, come to a balance, down with the right, and back with the left. Wide step back, nose over toes. Make sure you're maintaining a flat back. In the lunge, most of your weight is over your right foot, and you're just using your left to help you balance. Great job, take another rest, and next we're going to be coming into our bear crawl. So for this one, you begin in the quadruped position on your hands and knees. Come up onto your toes so you're lifting your knees slightly above the ground, just a couple of inches. You want your back to be parallel to the ground. And we're walking side to side across the mat or whatever space is available for you. One hand in the opposite leg, move at the same time. You're doing great. We're almost halfway through the workout. Take another rest here. And our last exercise of the set is going to be that deep squat to a curtsy lunge. So squat down as low as you can while maintaining a flat back. And you're going to lunge one leg down past the other leg into a curtsy style position. Lunging low, trying to get that back knee to the ground. And then bringing it back up into a squat, staying low here, and then switching legs. Other leg comes back behind the other, knee to the ground, nice flat back, and back up. Make sure you're lunging backwards far enough so that your front knee doesn't go past your toes. And try to keep your hips even. I like to keep my arms in front of me to counterbalance me a little bit, so I can keep my knees over my toes a little bit better and they don't go too far past, even in the squat. Keep this up, you only have a few more seconds, then we'll be halfway through. Great job. Rest for another 15 seconds and we're going to transition into a 30-second on 30-second rest split. We have another set of 5 exercises and we're going to be doing them each twice through. These ones are a little bit tougher and more strength focused. And we're going to start with a lower half push-up. So get into a push-up position and you're going to go all the way down into a push-up and then just come halfway up so your elbows stay bent at about 90 degrees. Make sure you're maintaining good form, a flat back. Keep your abs tight so that your back doesn't bend. Shoulders should be directly over your hands, and your arms are at a 45-degree angle to your body. Maintain a nice plank position, straight line from your head to your toes, all the way down and just halfway up. Awesome job. Rest for a full 30 seconds. The second exercise in this set is a single leg squat hold. So you're going to get on one leg, the other leg extends behind you, and squat down as low as you can on that leg. Again, for this one, I like to keep my arms in front of me to counterbalance me so that my knee doesn't extend too far past my toes. I'm able to sit back a little bit more in this squat that way. Make sure you're maintaining a flat back, not rounding or hunching over at all. Keep your lats engaged, shoulders back and down. You're doing great, just hold this for a few more seconds. Great job, another 30-second rest, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, get ready. Doing a single leg squat hold on the other leg. Your other leg is going to extend behind you and get down as low on this leg as you can while maintaining good form, a flat back. Make sure you're not rounding or hunching at all. Keep your shoulders back and your arms extended out in front of you. Try to keep your hips even height and your knees should be directly over your toes. Good job, just hold this for a few more seconds. Awesome, take another rest. 30 more seconds rest here. The next exercise we're going to be doing is a feet elevated push-up. So rest your feet on that same elevated surface you used for your step-ups and get into plank position on your hands. Make sure that your hands are directly below your shoulders and maintain a strong core going all the way down in a push-up and back up. It's a little bit different of a feel here with your feet elevated, so when you're doing your push-ups, be especially conscious of keeping your back flat, ribcage tucked in, tailbone tucked under, and a strong core, not allowing yourself to bend your back toward the ground at all. You want a straight line from your head to your toes, going all the way down, working the top of your chest, your pec minor, a little bit more than a regular push-up, and back up. Again, keep your arms at a 45-degree angle to your body, and always maintain space between your shoulder blades. Don't let them collapse when you go down in the push-up. Also keep your shoulders down, don't let them bunch up. You want to keep your traps and your neck relaxed. And then another 30-second rest. Awesome job with that. Take full advantage of this rest. Next, we're going to do a deep squat to a single leg squat. So you're starting again in that deep squat position, down as low as you can to the ground, while of course maintaining good form, a nice flat back. Keep your arms in front of you so you can sink back further in the squat, which will be easier on your knees. And then we're transferring our weight to one side, lifting the other leg up and extending it in front of you. Bring your knees together, hold that for just a second, and then coming back to a deep squat on both feet. Then transferring your weight to the other side, lifting your other leg up, extending it fully, knees together, hold, and then bring it back down. Staying in a deep squat the entire time, just transferring weight from one side to the other. Again, really focus on keeping your back flat. You're doing great, just keep this up for a few more seconds. Great job, you're doing so good. Take a 30-second rest, and then we're starting back at the beginning. We're just doing one more round of these 5 exercises, and that'll be it. So we're going to start again with the lower half push-up. Get into a push-up position, hands directly below your shoulders, and your entire body in one straight line. And we're coming all the way down, chest to the ground, and then just halfway up till your elbows are at about a 90-degree angle. Arms at a 45-degree angle to your body. Keep your head up. Keep your core super tight, not letting your back arch at all. Legs straight, up and down like this, 30 seconds. You're almost there, you got this. Stay strong, a few more seconds here. Awesome job, 4 exercises to go. Take another 30-second rest. Next up, we're getting back into the single leg squat hold. So lifting one leg up behind you and squatting down as low as you can on the other leg. Extend your arms in front of you so you can sink back further into the squat, making it a little bit easier on your knees. Keep your back flat, shoulders back, and sinking as low as you can into this squat. 30 seconds. Great job, take another rest, 30 more seconds of rest, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side for 30 seconds. Alright, coming back into a single leg squat hold on the other leg. Arms in front of you, shoulders back. Maintain a flat back as you squat down as low as you can on that leg. Knee directly over the toes and the other leg extends behind you. Make sure you're staying as low as you can. Back flat, just a few more seconds. Great job, another 30-second rest. We have 2 exercises left. Alright, getting back into the feet elevated push-ups. So put your feet up on that elevated surface, a chair or a step is fine. And get into a perfectly flat plank position, making sure that your hands are directly below your shoulders. If this one's too difficult for you, you can also just do regular push-ups on your feet or even on your knees if that's better for you. And you can work your way up eventually to doing them elevated. But if you can, let's do these feet elevated ones. See how many you can do with strict form. Focus on keeping your core tight and your back flat, rib cage tucked in and tailbone tucked under. Legs straight as you come all the way down into a push-up, arms at a 45-degree angle to your body. Awesome job, we're finished with the push-ups. We just have one more exercise to go. Take a rest here. How many push-ups were you able to do there? Let me know in the comments. And we're getting back into our deep squat, into our single leg squat. So arms in front of you to help counterbalance. Get as low into a squat as you can while maintaining a nice flat back. And we're transitioning our weight all onto one leg, one side of the body. Lift the other leg off the ground and extend it in front of you. Bring your knees together, hold that for just a second, and then coming back into a squat position. Then shifting your weight to the other side, extending that leg. Stay as low as you can here, and then lower. Make sure you're not hunching over at all. Keep your back flat and your shoulders back. This is the last 30 seconds. Come on, you got this. And you're finished. Awesome job. That was 20 minutes. A lot of unilateral work here, which really helps even out both sides of your body. So if you have one obviously dominant side, this will really help even things out. If you'd like to see more fitness content like this, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next workout.